Hey, Mark, nice seeing you again. Well, Mark, yes, I mean, right now the Tampa market is pretty hot. The last 2 years has been really pretty phenomenal. Properties are selling very quickly. We only have about a 3 month supply on the market, and not all of those are great properties, so the inventory is definitely getting eaten up pretty quickly. Also, the rental market very much in demand. The rentals are getting rented out very quickly. The prices seem to be going up a little bit as well on that. The real interesting part as far as our market right now is the multi-unit properties, as they seem to be selling very, very quickly. Not a lot of time to negotiate or a lot of time to think things over. Anything from even a duplex, 20 units or more, are going very quickly, as the people are definitely seeing the return here, and again, the lower inventory. The downside, of course, is the buyers don't have a lot of time to think about things or look things over or negotiate. We also talk to a lot of frustrated buyers, whether it be investors or otherwise, where they're having trouble securing a property because we have a lot of multiple offer situations. The good news, at least when you work with us, we kind of have a solution to that. We put some special clauses in our contract, and the last 11 opportunities where we've been up against other offers, our client has actually been able to get that property. So anyway, that's pretty cool. We have a lot of exciting things going on here. Well, that's actually a great question, Mark. There's obviously a lot of good markets for investments out there as far as that goes. The nice thing about the Tampa market, though, we're always in that top five. I believe we're ranked number 2 for investments right now. But again, we're always in the top five. So other areas will come and go in and out of that. But we are staying, really pretty consistent as far as that goes. So that's a good thing. And there's just a lot of really good value here. The pricing is very competitive. There's a good rate of return for the investors on that end of it. And there's a lot of great things to do here, and a lot of good reasons for that. There's a good job base here. A lot of people obviously do retire. They're buying second homes here. And it's more really than just the weather. There's the award-winning beaches that we have. They're just awesome. Of course, the restaurants, the attractions everybody knows about. But there's Disney and SeaWorld, Busch Gardens. I mean, the list kind of goes on and on. I have 3 kids, and there's always things for us to do here, which is pretty neat. The number one reason for investors, though, usually comes down to dollars and cents. But again, the pricing is very competitive when you compare it, especially against like other areas. We have rising rental prices, so the rate of return is getting really well as far as that goes too. So, long story short, it's a good market, definitely for the investment. And Tampa's a good area. I'm not going to knock other places, but we've been really consistent through the years, and we continue to see that, and I don't think that's going to change because, again, our pricing, the value is definitely here. Well, Mark, let me tell you, there's really a lot going on here. There's a lot of there's even luxury condos going on here, whether it be in downtown St. Pete or the Tampa area. Definitely a demand for those type of properties. Definitely a demand for those types of properties. Really, the biggest thing probably that I can think of that's really going on here, that's really dominating news, and there's a lot of things going on, but it's really going to kind of start and end with Channelside in downtown. If you do any type of research, you can find information on it. But a lot of neat things going on. In fact, the person who controls the real estate development company is actually the owner of our local hockey team, the Lightning. So definitely invested in that whole thing, and it's going to be over several phases and several years. But what they're going to be doing is building a 1-acre park right on the waterfront there, which is going to be a nice big attraction. They're going to add they're going to really add to the Riverwalk so it connects to the park, and then it's going to kind of go from there. They're going to be building 30,000 square feet of like retail space, and offices there. So that's going to be a phase of that to start bringing things in to the area. It's going to be a real, when this thing is done though, it's going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to be a really nice showcase as far as that goes. And then the final phase is where they'll be adding a couple of residential towers. A lot of investors are already, are kind of waiting for those to come online, but that's going to be a while. We're probably looking at about 2020 for those, but those are going to be so really, really nice units there. And again, there's going to be at least a couple of those towers. There could be more. That's still kind of in flux with that going on. And with everything going on there too, it's like I said, it's really going to be a showcase. It's going to be really cool. And with that going on, the city is already speaking with like the NFL. They're working very hard to try to get the Super Bowl here again. I'm thinking 2023, 2024, but the NFL really likes to help communities out when they're doing things like that, so I believe that will definitely happen. It's just a kind of a matter of when that is going to happen as far as that goes. So anyway, that's going to be, like I said, really cool. But again, 2023 or 2024. But that's really one of the big things going on, and that's going to drive things. And we're already seeing, quite honestly, a lot of values really going up in that area and the surrounding area. So there's already investors now picking up over there. But again, there's definitely going to be more. There's no question about that. Well, Mark, the rental market, yeah, it's real hot here right now. There's no question about that. You're looking at, if you're trying to, purchase a property and looking for a tenant, you're probably talking 3 weeks max to find a good, solid tenant and get in there. I've seen it quicker. I've seen it be a little slower, but that's pretty unusual. If you have a good property and you're, pricing it right for the area, there's no reason why you're going to take you more than 3 weeks as far as that goes. As far as cap rate goes, I mean, it was great, 15 years ago when you could get 10%, 14% in some cases. Those days are long gone. But there's no reason why in this area you can't get a 5 to 7% pretty realistically. We do a lot of like 6.4s, a lot of things like that. But it's going to be in that area as far as that goes. The higher the cap rate, of course, is usually going to you're going to be in a little bit lower grade area, and I think everybody kind of understands that. If you're looking for a high A area, your cap rate's probably going to be a little bit lower than that. Long story short, everything's going to cash flow real nicely for you. If you're in a grade A area, you're going to be probably seeing appreciation a little bit higher and faster. But and of course, in the lower grade areas, you're going to get a higher cap rate, which means the cash flow is going to be better. So it really kind of depends on the investor and what they're looking for. But again, both are great things to do. It's really just a matter of the comfort level of the actual investor as far as that goes. But again, bottom line is we can help with all of that. If you tell us, there's certain areas you don't want, we can certainly help you with that and guide you along the way. At the end of the day, you'll be very happy. You'll get good cash flow. You're going to get some appreciation, just the way things are going here in the marketplace. But if you buy right, it's all about cash flow anyway. Absolutely. It's been great to see you again, Mark. Would love to, answer any other questions anybody has, and all you have to do is contact us. Have a great day, Mark.